with what I do. So now I'm putting out that content and just reinstating every time this is what I do. So if it's insurance or whatever it is, write an article, but like keep communicating with everybody what you do. Otherwise, people are just going to assume you're wealthy and you don't need help. I mean, so the constant communication, pushing it out there, that's your brand. Authentically who you are. And you don't have to be somebody else. Explain how you got here, explain your story, but also to leverage to increase your brand, the content that I can only speak to myself, that I'm creating every time I have a venture capital fund or a business founder or a CEO from another company. I'm creating content with them. So my brand was nothing, but you know what? This guy is super cool and he ran a big business. Now I'm posting a picture with him. My brand's increasing. He's promoting his brand. It's a win-win, and you keep promoting other people's brand, especially if you do a collaboration. It's just like collaborations for opportunities, I like to say. So you just keep collaborating for more opportunities. What are your opportunities? These are my opportunities. Let's collaborate and express them. Let's communicate them, and then your brand elevates along with other people's brands. And a lot of these old guys, CEOs, maybe they don't even have an Instagram or LinkedIn. They don't know how to best use it, and you leverage your best abilities to help their brand, and you're using their influence and their credibility to leverage your brand.
And your brand is, it's what you make of it, but it's also, like Charlie's saying, it's connecting with other bigger brands, right? So like, we're in New York. If you start a startup in New York and you scale it to another city, and you're like, oh, it worked in New York, people will be like, oh, it's got to work in DC, it's got to work in you know what I mean? Like, you've already created like a buzz, an established brand. And it's up to you to create that culture and that feel of what it is.
Let's do one more question, and then we'll do the networking aspect of this, yeah. Yep.
As someone who's run like a successful events business, what are like your top tips for growing an events-based business?
Do you own the event space, or you're hosting events at an event space?
Hosting events at different spaces.
In an event space, so my rule of thumb is 30, 30, 30. So typically we do 30% is sponsored, right? 30% is like ticket sales, and 30% are vendors or partners, like activations and things like that. If you can get your events revenue like that, then you're able to withstand ups and downs throughout the period. Which is hard because you need three parts. You need a sponsor to come in and fit. Those are, the 30% is the deposits, the upfront money. So that's been all taken care of. That buys you enough time to sell the tickets. You sell the tickets, that has covered the rest of the cost of the event. And then the third, vendors and partners, will be your profit. And that comes at the end. So you have a time, it's a time bomb, events. They end on that day at that time. That's it. You don't get to, you could postpone events, but usually it's not a good thing. It shows that you're not, whatnot. But the other thing is the partners have to be strong. The sponsors, scheduling. Like right now, I own a lifestyle event company. I'm going to do 50 events in 4 cities next year. It's a separate company. I'm already planning it. I'm already having the conversations with everybody. It's like months out. The more time, the better. Because something's always going to go wrong, and you need time to fix it and to adjust it and to be able to withstand the risk that you're about to take. Does that make sense?
As we leave off, I usually ask just words to live by, personal mantra, ethos, and then we'll get back into the networking.
I was thinking about that, and there's a couple, but I think one of them for me, I don't know if you ever heard of this, is I'm comfortable being uncomfortable, right? So the minute you're uncomfortable, you're pushing yourself to another limit, you're pushing yourself outside of your zone, and if you get comfortable putting yourself in uncomfortable positions, that's how you grow, that's how you learn. That's worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for everybody, but I basically live by that. I'm always like, I'm the guy that jumps into the pool and doesn't know how to swim. It's like, I'll figure it out. When I hit the water, we'll figure out how to swim, right? And most of the times it works. I mean, sometimes I've drowned, but it worked. It worked over time.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, that's it. Let's kind of get back to everyone
All right.
meeting each other.
Thank you all for
connect.
coming.
Yeah, very cool.
Make sure you get business cards, network, meet people, make it count. All right, thank you for all coming.